welcome back to the channel. I got a few things I want to talk about. The hatch leaves tomorrow. It finally goes to paint. We won't get it back till about the first week of September, maybe the earliest the beginning the end of August. So all of our hardware is here from Downstar. I gotta put it in bags and send it off to the powder coater. That's going that purple. Same thing with the mounts, the lower tie bar, control arm, subframe brace, and the firewall plugs. We got everything for the turbo. The vacuum lines finally came in. The big intercooler from Mijimoto finally came in. And the boost gauge finally came in. Same one as I run in my other car, X Series AM. It's their newest gauge and it has a bunch of presets and you can set it to whatever you need. The motor, the J32, was finally refreshened. Double springs and retainers in the head. Oil pump, water pump, timing belt, tensioner. I'm waiting on the oil pan gasket. We got the valve cover gaskets right here that are not installed. The oil filter housing gasket, it's not installed yet. And I believe that's all that we're missing for the J. Besides the twin disc that should be here about Tuesday, Wednesday time. It should be here. Same thing with the Hasport mounts. Those should be here on Tuesday, Wednesday. And I think that's it. Besides painting it, I gotta freshen it up and do a few other little things that I like. We got all of our Downstar hardware. He actually really hooked me up, and I run all his stuff on my B series swap. So I wanted to do it on the J. They actually just came out with this kit. So when you do a J swap into an EK, you got to do the EG subframe. They don't have a lot of how-to on what do you need for bolts and what are you gonna run for. And everybody knows the rack and pinion, but the compliance arms, you can't use them off an EK. People use them, but they poke out the bottom of the wheel too much. So to have everything aligned, you need the lower control arm, the compliance arm, and the compliance bushing from an EG. What they don't tell you is that you have to run the EG compliance arm bushing bolts on both sides. The first part number is 90-168-SR3-000. You need 2 of those. Next part number is 90-162-SR3-000. And the last one you're going to need is 90-164-SR3-013. I'll show pictures and I'll get a close-up of that after, just so you guys have that for reference. But the engine bay is, I found a hole on the side and there was a hole on the actual coupler that the harness goes through. So I had my fabricator, Tim Riddle, he came by and fabbed up a little plate on both. All this is gone. All this surface rust will be gone. All the seam sealer will be gone. All these holes will be covered up. Anything that's not essentially needed will be gone completely. The car will be going Type R white with Ghost Purple Flake. My painter hasn't sent me the actual clip of the video that can show me the transition on both of them, but he will, and once I get that, I will post that up as well. We got the 96-98 SIR front and rear bumpers. We got the grill. Only thing I'm missing left to buy is OEM fenders and an OEM hood and the SIR front lip. I believe that's it that I need to complete the body on this. We got the wing off of somebody on Craigslist. Same thing with all the plastics, all the back plastics, because the car didn't come with them. Another thing, I finally got the transmission bracket for the cables. This thing is gold. It was like 190 bucks, something like that, but it's OEM and you can run the cables however you please. So another thing that came in was OEM Civic Type R parts are really hard to find, especially with the whole pandemic going on. Prices for shipping are through the roof. So these came from ICB Motorsports, which I bought my power folding mirrors off of them 5.5 years ago I bought those mirrors, and they were only about $150. Now that you can get the same mirrors on the same site, probably triple the price. So these are the EK9 flat door moldings, which are super rare to find, especially in OEM plastic. I have not even opened them. That's how scared I am of damaging them. So those will go like that to the painter because they're gonna go white just like the rest of the car. That's another thing I didn't mention. My wife doesn't want anything black on the car besides these little moldings that come factory. So all the moldings on the bumpers, the doors, all that will be white. The whole car is going to be entirely white. It's going to have accents of purple. Calipers are going to be like a matte black because I don't want to do them white. She's going to drive the car, so it's going to get brake dust. I don't want to have to continuously clean the calipers. We will be going to H-Day with this. We finally got VIP for H-Day at August 15th and 16th. So if you want to see the car, it will be there in New Hampshire. As well as this is the swap that will be going into my wife's hatch. Valve cover is going to be that purple. All this hardware will be changed over to purple. And there's going to be a few subtle changes, but this is what is going in there. It's fully built. Just going to have a lot of fun with this. So that's it for now. Like, share, subscribe. Any questions, just comment. More than willing to answer anything that's needed. So yeah, see you on the next one.